Looks like we got our first match started. But one thing I noticed about that counter is that it unlike you can special cancel out of it. It's like you're actually just locked.
Oh, you have two options when you do it. You can either move behind or you can actually do an
No,
attack.
I'm talking about as the opponent who's being
Oh,
countered.
I didn't
Like
get that far.
yeah, with Wayne, you have the option to like special cancel to kind of challenge him, but I don't think you can with this one. But that was just a small glance.
Now, see what had happened was they were sitting around. They picked, but we can joke about that later. We don't have a Seahawks right now. We have Beelzebub. We have Matera. First match of
Beelzebub definitely coming up over the years, considered one of the stronger characters. So we're gonna see what Kaina's got. I think they're new to the tournament, right?
yeah.
Alright, well so far they ain't having much of a go at it with that Matera zoning.
Senpai Spider looking very well. Just getting tagged with the UO. First real hit.
Woo. Just go ahead and just you get that corner. But even with the corner, you know, Senpai Spider don't really seem all that concerned.
Yeah. Gonna get a little bit of a push, put EX Butterflies out. Doesn't get the second one just yet, but I mean, that's just immediately later on down the road. Kai is able to jump away from it. Looking for the Wake Up Super.
Yeah. Senpai Spider's just been blocking that out, so kind of was not ready for the good old wake up.
Right, but it's still alive and has Super Sabah because of it. Just tagged from long range with an arrow, and that's gonna be Senpai taking the first round.
Yeah, we saw the teleport punished early, and then we see the dive kick. So I guess now we can say at least those things are on Kaina's mind. So we can't. So before, you know, they were just trying to challenge from the front, but now we're seeing more like dynamic approaches, which probably should make it more difficult for Senpai Spider.
Should make it a little difficult. I like the escape, even though Senpai is still under heavy assault, getting pushed from coast to coast. And a slide out this time. This kind of was in the air. Ooh, being back though. Speaking of airs, that was a sharp anti-air. The equalizer.
Yeah, that was an interesting one, but it worked out beautifully.
Look, man, don't question it. It worked, right? It ain't broke. Don't fix it. Round 3.
You know, that Matera pressure. Gonna charge up the flies. Using more of that teleport. All right, good old counter hit from the overhead. Got the combo. Doesn't quite take it to completion.
We're gonna call it a reset.
Indeed. So looking pretty good here, Kaina. Laying on some pressure.
And ready for the block when Senpai wants to press back. Ooh, long range 2B.
Just hops out of the corner. It kind of is not like being like super aggressive with the lockdown. It's more like kind of touch and go kind of thing. So so Senpai Spider is feeling comfortable enough like to move out of the corner and kind of.
And I kind of want to. I feel like kind of really had the idea, like after they got pushed out of the string, like out of like point blank range, and that's when Senpai would really want to move, because like both times in that exchange, at like, you know, the end of 2B range, that's where Senpai tried to make a move, got some space on the last one, but hasn't really, well, until now, hasn't really been able to like feel comfortable, but still has a long way to go, gunned down by some flies, and is gonna have to try to make the trek in the second game. This kind of takes game 1.
I like how the switch between which person was comfortable. This guy was just kind of sitting there using up the clock, just, you know, no problems here, dodging, blocking, letting stuff whip. You're kind of seeing it now, and it's just like putting out the EX flies now and then.
Getting the 5Ds at Granblue.
Pretty much. Yeah, pressed a little too hard after that block screen. So now it's Senpai's turn.
You knew it was only going to be a matter of time before Senpai finally found one of those 2B. Nah, the dodge is going to save you.
Good old Clash Mania.
Clash Mania. The challenge again. So Senpai has been right a few times in this round just to make sure Kaine is not able to run in freely. Has the lead and gets over the fly. Has corner control and trying to close this out. EX arrow range.
Backs up, tries to restart the some neutral, giving kind of a lot of room to get out and get started again.
Oh, and there's the big start. EX dive on the way in, teleport to the backside. EX Karma going to the backside again, but still Senpai is ready for the teleport. Is able to back up, put a couple of arrows on the screen, reestablish some space before getting knocked down by EX Flash. Here comes Kaina again. But starting to relent, and relents a little too much, gets tagged with an arrow, so this is going to be kind of hard to get in.
Yeah, this dodge is, ooh, there we go. That was a pretty good dive. We're in there now, and keeping on some chip damage until Senpai tried to flinch, and that was it.
Just quite literally cracked in the corner over there. Yeah, Senpai's not having any more of the teleports in the beginning of round 2, just like laying the A's on it. Goes in with a big interrupter, which takes away the EX from Kaina too, so this is looking like a really good start. Just has to be kind of wary of a DP if it comes out. Might not even give Kaina the chance.
All right. Yeah, this is a long road.
Yo.
Perfect. Right.
That had to feel like one of the saddest things. You get hit with the super, you're not done, but you see Matera just back hop while you're in the corner.
You look at it, it's like one of those obstacle courses where you got like swinging blades and spikes on the wall. It's like, I don't want to do this.
Well, it's looking like we're getting thrown back into the temple again, and Senpai finding another hit, has kind of locked in the corner, but there's a teleport into the dive.
Good old final.
But not good enough to stop Kaina just yet. Comes in and finds another counter hit behind the L's, gets a sweep for the knockdown, using the teleport for the timing. And again, just can't really find a way in, and Senpai is just able to find the time to push Kaina off. Doesn't get a hit. The most important thing at this point is getting the space to back up, so something like this doesn't happen. EX dive again. Woo! That one felt kind of scary.
Yeah, kind of looks like they were in a rush to kind of close that one out, and Senpai had the challenge there. There's that dive again. Keeping the zoning in check just enough to let you know, like, you know, you can't get too careless with this.
Still another butterfly. There's still another butterfly. And yeah, I've kind of seen a few times where Kaina was looking at a butterfly, like the lingering top butterfly, and just, I don't want to say eager to teleport, but you just knew that it was coming at some point in time. That was the first time that Senpai's been able to tag it, I believe, and it was looking pretty good until the EX dive from Kaina gets a throw again. 2 scoops. That ain't an Ojo member. You know, we would have went for 3. But, I mean, this is still looking like a good answer nonetheless. Not enough to get the round just yet, but the UO back from game 1.
Thought you forgot about it.
And ever forget about it.
There you go, that dive kick with doing a lot of work. I'm not sure what they were looking for there, but nonetheless, they still in control of the corner.
Get that. Aye, arrow range. I kind of wondered if that the upshot was meant for the butterfly at all, or if that was just purely an anti-air. Both, it was still pretty good. Oh,
Slide, counter hit, UO. I don't know. These are looking pretty bad for Senpai Spidey.
Still in the realm of possibility, but the numbers are not looking too good. As Super Saban gets or dodges around the EX fly, so a little room to have control in center stage. Slowly trying to work behind the butterfly. And yeah, Kaina didn't want to teleport behind that, but still has a lot of life to work with in the corner, so as long as nothing crazy happens, could be okay, should be okay. Takes a throw. Double overhead.
Okay, there you go. You gotta DP's on the table.
It's been so long since we've seen it. Like, Kaina did throw in a little bit earlier in the round just to make some space, but again, that was another thing that just came out in like game 1 and was just strapped in the back for a rainy day. Like, lo and behold, there was a storm of arrows, so it was a perfect umbrella. to keep kind of safe.
Yeah, at that point, Senpai Spider had the advantage. They were walking on landmines, and all it did take was that straight jab, or in this case the DP, and that's what we saw.
Oh man, so who we got up next? Guess I can hit refresh and see what the round one's looking like. I hit refresh and the round one ain't changing, so you're gonna have to wait a second. Who I thought? I see. This went straight down?
Yeah. So it looks like we got Professor Nekotech and Cordro, who I believe is new as well. At least
right.
Granblue. I don't know about BB Tag or
This
Tech.
new. Ooh, yeah, that's the wild card. I'm not really up on my Tekken spreadsheet, but yeah, BB Tag can safely say has not happened just yet. So new face, fairly new face for ZoneBreakers here. Professor Nekotech, one of the late stars for Granblue, has been playing Matera, Catalina. There's one more character, and I'm trying to remember off the top of my head. Let me look real quick. Lancelot. But because I was making the mistake of turning 90 degrees to look over at another monitor, I did not see who was playing what.
We got Jita and Matera.
Okay.
All right, so Nekotech going with the Matera this time. Jita is a character we see pretty often around here.
Right. Rightfully so. Like, standard character, pretty strong character. More of the pokey fireball character. I get to say the pokey part because it's happening fireballs as well, but has the different timings, which sounds nice on paper to deal with Matera. DP's not so much if she's ready for it.
Yep, going straight to the skybound. Corner bullying, the good old fashioned Matera stuff we know. Nothing outside of the textbook here.
That's beyond bullying. Those were like a series of stray hits that just all found the mark. You owe again, because I don't believe Cordo has stood up for either one of those. Like had any inkling to stand up for him. Third one finds the mark, confirmed into the Sabaz. Looking up. It's looking like the Nekotech show, right? It's Professor Nekotech teaching us what's going down with Matera.
Putting on the good old clinic, as they say.
Right. Find some space to jump over the M's, but here goes Cordo, not going off into the Silent Night just yet.
Yep. Finally seeing some offensive sequences from them.
Right.
All right, coming from the top rope. Not quite finishing that combo, which unfortunately ends in their demise with a good old 5L.
Now, I forget exactly how this works mechanically in the game, but I wouldn't be surprised if Cordo dropped the combo there looking for like an EX Fireball and didn't have it. Because I was a little scared seeing both of the cooldowns get wasted very early in the sequence.
That's true. They might have had the the move management, so.
Speaking of management, Nekotech was looking pretty good with butterflies to get the start of that. Got two throws, but Cordo jumped out. That's the way we tech today. It's a drop, but not the most important drop. Is Cordo still keeping control of the corner? A little too.
Yeah, spraying that space for 5H.
Right.
Somebody home.
Gets around the butterfly too. Whoa, just throw the Vorpal out there?
Hey, well, it landed, and here we are.
All right. EX Vorpal, no good. Nekotech is able to find the 5B and get a little bit of space.
Makes it over the arrow, but again, we ain't got that hit quality.
Nah. Low quality.
All right. Gonna put a punish on the super, and that should end it.
That's the punish you wanted, right? All the way down, gets the round. It's everything that anybody could ask for. Here we go in the round two.
Overhead, backs up, get some spacing. Seeing some fireballs from Cordro. Uh-oh. Just rushing. I was about to stop. The butterflies are going to be part of that stream.
Right. They had been out there for a while, so. And there's the high one again. Oof. Oof. So that was the scheme, huh?
It was. Negotech was looking to knock that fireball. That definitely was not a bad idea, but Negotech was operating on layer 2.
Right.
Come again once you learn some technique.
The professor.
Indeed.
That was fun. I
Oh,
haven't had
man.
a chance to cut lists like
Believe in victory. Battle.
Hold up.
Engage.
They ain't get the memo.
Now Clover's like, nah, run it back.
I'm okay with this. I mean, obviously not in the sense of the tournament. We still got more of ZoneBreakers Online to go on, but you know, it's showing the thirst for experience, the thirst for knowledge, if you will. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna let that run its course over on the side while we're waiting to move on to the next match in the bracket.
Yeah, and if we're going in order, that would be Buell Boy versus Crazy Dogma.
Right. Buell Boy, a name
Victory.
that we have not seen since. Doo-doo-doo. Am I seeing this right? All right. All right, so follow me for this one, okay?
All right.
This is gonna blow your mind. So I haven't updated the spreadsheet in a while because I'm lazy. Okay?
Right.
I've admitted this many times. So I don't have 29, but 29 was Tekken and Strive, right?
Right.
I don't have 28. Granblue didn't happen at 28, okay? So the last time we saw Buell Boy, do you want to take a guess at this? We can make this a fun little game while we wait.
23?
No. I'll give you two more. Huh?
2 more guesses.
2 more guesses.
15?
I mean, huh? No. I mean, do you want 2 more and I'll give you higher or lower?
Nah, go ahead and tell me, man. When's the last time we seen Buell Boy?
ZoneBreakers Online number 2.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I'm over here in the middle. Wait. I didn't know we supposed to be searching the origin.
Yeah, it's been a hot minute to say the least. Like, piping hot, straight out the oven, stone oven.
Well, welcome back, Buell Boy.
We have missed you so.
Indeed.
And that's gonna be Buell Boy going against Crazy Dogma. Crazy Dogma, it's another new face. One of the many to join the fold of the ZoneBreakers, the online edition. Happy to have you here as well.
Indeed. Always glad to see new competitors.
I mean, real talk, I'm just happy to see competitors, period, because it's been a while.
Yeah, sometimes you got the dips and sometimes you get the highs, but yeah, Granblue had been kind of like, we were running the 4-man round robins and such, so getting the 8-man bracket is pretty cool. So glad you guys are still supporting.
You said 4-man round robin. That's wishful thinking. It do be like that sometimes. And the thing that really gets me today is the fact that there's an Evo qualifier going on. So it's even cooler to not only see Granblue happening, but to see a lot of people show up for it. 8 in the bracket, 9 in the bracket, 8 in the bracket. Excuse me, I was looking at round 2. 8 in the bracket.
Yeah, it's always good when we have a whole bracket to run through. So I guess we're still waiting on Buell Boy to arrive. Are they in the room?
Don't know. I really don't know. I don't see them. I think. Oh. Uh-oh.
I hope it's not the usual. Somebody in the room blocking you from getting in.
Ah. Pull up the Discord, make sure they're here.
It actually does not seem like they are responding currently. They had, remember correctly, checked in earlier. No, Blue Boy and June did not check in earlier. So we will move on with Kaina versus Professor Neotech. I'm sorry, Nekotech.
All right, we got another round 1 match.
We have 2 round 1 matches that are waiting on opponents. If they do not show up, we will DQ them into losers.
All right.
So we're gonna have Professor Nekotech and Kaina.
All right, so we're gonna get a second on-card performance from 2 players, Kana and Professor Nekotech. So I'm guessing we're well, let's just wait and see.
I see that's the easy thing to do. You got to make the filler. You're thinking of the characters?
Yeah, because I was thinking of Matera mirror match, right?
Very liable. That's what we saw from kind of earlier. Nekotech tends to start Matera from what I remember. I can't remember if they've ever started Catalina or Lancelot for any specific reason. Like, I feel like I've seen Nekotech play the mirror. Part of this is me stretching, part of this is me being honest. Either way, I mean, the option is open. Well, we know the option is open for Nekotech. Or at least I do. I can't. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you're around for all those. We've done all the commentary together for Granblue, right? Except for like the first one.
Some where I was not available, so I think you did them with the Blueface Lounge.
Yeah. But needless to say, I'm pretty sure we've seen Nekotech together a few times, so the options there.
He's gonna wait over for Cayenne to join and roll through it. So yeah, we might see a mirror match, or Nekotech might have something else in store for us.
And I'm just sitting here thinking, there's like 5 or 6 characters, like new characters that we've only seen like once. I'm just running through the possibilities in my head. But again, we've done the job. We have filled the void of dead air.
Yo, congratulations, y'all. Here's your match.
Beelzebub.
It's a Matera. That's a Beelzebub. You know, we
Alright.
were wrong.
Yeah,
Kind of forgot about this.
Oh yeah. So it was Kayana playing the Beelzebub, and
Right.
okay, that's right. I was thinking it the other way around.
I went with you. It's all your fault.
I'll shoulder the burden.
Cool. Because I'm never wrong. 100% accuracy of it. But that leads us into our first match of round 2. Kaina, Beelzebub, Professor Nekotech with Matera. So this is a match that kind of have seen before, seen already. Nekotech taking the more frontal approach, just running in and getting 2 grabs off the start and get off of me.
There's a DP using the teleport for the side switch. Nekotech unhampered.
Using the light arrow. Oof, nice.
I thought the super got baited there, but I guess Nekotech might have committed. I mean, Kana might have committed to something there.
Right.
Looking in dire straits, but it's not too bad.
It's looking pretty bad after that teleport. It's just like, trying to make something happen as soon as possible. Nekotech still ready for it. Is able to shut the door on that one.
I'm gonna bring that arrow rain down. Good old corner push.
Eee. Looking for an anti-air, but was too slow on the draw. But still able to make some space, so not the worst, especially since Kai's been able to make it back to mid-screen fairly easily. It's a heavy dive. If you want to talk about pushing, this is a big shove, but Nekotech not going into the corner quietly.
shut down on the dive, and it's not flinching on a lot of the stuff that Kane is putting out there.
Oof. Thought that fly was stronger than it really was.
Teleported right to the storm.
Right. And Knuckle Tech's just shown 2 times already that they're just really ready for Beelzebub teleport. So it's something that kind of is gonna have to really keep on their mind. Case in point, that one really just looked like a Hail Mary, nothing on the screen. Necotech just poised and ready for any approach. Casually throws a 5L on it, closes out the round. Yeah, I kind of feel like that, for the most part, not entirely, but like for the most part, kind of just like really trying to solve the riddle of how to approach Necotech. Is able to get in this time though.
This is just seeing a little bit of the brute force tactics with the teleport. Just you see the dive here, so it's like I can at least try to make it a Necotech's problem and see how it ends up.
Right. Jabbed in the chest a couple times with the 5L. Is that enough? It is.
It looks like just knocking down the front door and knocking everything down on the living room was the good approach.
You can't zone. The dives aren't always there. Can't walk on the ground. And the teleports are getting tagged. So that means we need some blunt force trauma. But it looks like kind is the one getting hit in the face this round with all the jokes. Perfect for Necotech.
Necotech not letting that previous round get to him. All right, got the slide. And unlike before, where Kana was using those EX flies to like a pretty successful degree, Necotech hasn't been falling for it too much. They've been pretty on point and just kind of carefully watching kind of what they're trying to do.
Not careful enough is Necotech was looking for the EX butterflies that got lit up by a teleport. Kind is still running in. I'm calling that a reset. As awkward as it looked, EX flies are running. Good tech from the Necotech. Get some well-needed space, and because it wasn't a late tech, Kind is perfectly willing to fall back, but still has quite a healthy lead to sit on. Super as well.
And we're seeing the same strategy they implemented in the previous match, where they just kind of hung back and used that clock up. Got a little aggressive now, and we're seeing Necotech try to reverse it. So, and this is usually a situation where we'll see Necotech, I mean not Necotech, but Kana bring out the DB.
All right.
Bad.
Double overhead, but Necotech wasn't ready for it. Got caught trying to up back by an EX dive.
Good stuff by Kana. So yeah, he's trying to mix up that that passiveness and aggression. Paid off in the end. So here we are in match number 3.
Aggressive, aggressive.
All right, no, not quite on the teleport, but they got the initiative at least, and Kana is taking control.
I like the idea of the teleport because it's like the idea was, it was right outside of the range of arrow range, so it really would have caught Necotech, who might have been expecting kind of to be blocking at that point. So it's just some good awareness from Kind. All right.
I guess they weren't quite sure what was gonna happen there. They just like I'll reversal super and see how it works after the flash.
And down and said these are my plus frames.
All right, Necotech trying to reestablish that control at the neutral game. Kana trying to guess in with the teleport.
Good dive. One that finds the mark. EX Karma. Try to get some more frames. Chip as well, which we're getting kind of close to the end. Not quite enough to build the super. There it is. And the plus frames with it as well. Can't do anything with it. Necotech is hammering on the L button to get some space. Has the lead with it too. Oh, it's not enough.
Yeah, but I think they're in the chip state. Yeah.
Right.
Well, they got counter hits, so it don't matter. But
Battle 2. Engage.
Actually, I'm remembering that it's got to be a clean, like the last pixel. It's not like you can chip somebody from a good chunk in this thing. So, in case that didn't cross your mind.
I thought that Super would have gave him the I guess the broken chip barrier or whatever they call it.
Is that a thing?
I don't know.
Something we'll have to worry about a little bit later.
Hmm.
Woof. Fancy
Yeah.
maneuvers.
Yeah, massive success with these dives actually, because most of them either block or they make the mark. There just hasn't been like a big call out except for maybe one at a time.
I was a little scared for the back throw, but kind of says it's all part of the plan. You were talking about successful dives, kind of showing us successful dives. Got the GPS in that hair.
Battle 3. Engage.
This is match point for both of them. Aye.
Big starter for Kaina. Those for I guess a karma reset there. But things still looking good. They're in control. And Nicotech will have to try to find a way out. There's some dives again.
That one was a slow ball though. Like Necotech actually put an anti-air up there, looking like they were ready for it, but Aina one step ahead.
Teleport into the meeting, stringing. And yeah, Nicotech lost patience at the end, which, you know, as you get closer to that chip, it's harder to just kind of sit there.
Hard to sit and hold the chips over in the corner. Job that Necotech could not do, is kind of able to take the set 2-1.
Yeah, Nicotech looked really strong at the beginning, and then Kaina's like, you know what, I'm diving, and you got to stop this. And with the Terra's boost set, you know, it's one of those things where she has to give up a lot of her strengths to kind of address stuff like that.
Right. There's quite a few times that we would look up and we'd see like few cooldowns, no cooldowns over on Nicotech's side. And then it's also burdened with playing Matera. So whenever she gets knocked down, it's not like she can just get up for free or at the cost of a cooldown. It's going to cost her exactly 100%.
Indeed, we did see that too.
Right.
And they all hit the mark except for that awkward post flash super scenario, but otherwise they generally did what they were supposed to do.
I was trying to think of some great form of currency per percent, but didn't have that off the top of my head. Who we got next?
All right, so it looks like we got a counter in Dogma up, so I'm guessing that we had a DQ in the bracket. Because Bio Boy was supposed to be Dogma's opponent, and
Right.
June was supposed to be Counter's opponent. So we're gonna have our round 2 winners match because both of these players have their opponent DQ'd.
Grand and Lancelot.
This little season 1 matchup.
Believe in victory. Battle 1. Engage.
All right, so Counter's been here before. Is Dogman there?
No. Encounter hasn't either.
Oh, okay. I thought the name was familiar. But in any case, seeing some textbook Grand here.
Oof. Yeah, I look back and I see Lancelot getting the bro fist in the chest. Woo-hoo!
That was a beautiful 2H.
A crazy dog. That was a clean first round.
All right, we're gonna boot in, get started. But Counter takes their turn and turns things around. Oh yeah, a little too deep on that slide there.
Right. Very overzealous, looking for the dodge. But Dog was not going too far down, so had a punish on it with meaty light, if you will. Was looking for another answer for the teleport.
He saw that with the aircraft, so like they're keenly aware of how Lancelot operates.
Right.
It's just a slight mistiming on their end, it seems.
The counter sticking with this, gets 4 throws in the corner and waits for the DP. Has enough to close it out. easily.
We going for we going for the next one?
Down.
Dogma wasn't having it.
Yeah, I get the impression that if there wasn't a DP there, we would have had 5 scoops of ice cream.
Definitely put that fear in them.
You want to talk about fear? That's counter using the movement just to catch Dogma flinching. I'm still hitting 2A.
Yep, Dogma wins that clash. It turns it into screen real estate. All right. Yeah. Definitely knows their Lancelot stuff.
Right.
I'm good
still
dodge from a counter. You still what?
I'm still impressed by the 80-air sweep. The Dogma coming over the top, pushing counter back a little bit. Counter really eager, looking for. Ooh, that was a meaty 5U. The counter's like really eager to like find a dodge and like catch the later recovery frame. Cause they've been caught out of dodge quite a few times, and I don't want to call them bad dodges specifically. They're just overzealous. That time getting clipped trying to move, I believe, because I saw like a frame of the standing animation before getting put back on the ground. I think there's pre-jump in this game, so it's really antsy whenever counter gets close to Dogma.
No awkward interaction with the jump H, and relying a little too much on that slide. While it's had some success, Dogma is very keen to punish it, but there it is again. So at the very least, they got to be aware of their ankles when they're in that range.
You gonna tell Lancelot to stop sliding? You crazy, man.
All right. Teleport doing his job right there.
I feel like this is the first time Dogma wasn't really looking for it, but it was a mid-screen teleport. It's something to put in the memory bank for later. See,
That's
what I'm
what I
talking-
think. Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
you're not quite sure what they're looking for with in regard, because it just kind of just seems to be kind of raw guessing.
Yeah,
Battle 2.
yeah. Roll kind of the same idea, even though it's different strokes for different folks, if you will.
Yeah, and it's usually always in reaction to Dogma running in.
Right.
So there's some specific thing they're looking for.
They're gonna have to look a little bit harder because this round's not looking good at all. Dogma taking a page out of the counter playbook. 3 throws to close it out.
A little bit of revenge to get that game 1 on the board.
That was game 2.
That was a game 2.
That was game 2.
Ah,
Yeah, that went by in a hurry. It was a quick flurry. And the thing about it is, I would dare say that was fairly competitive, but just a lot of it was really clean from Dogma's end. Like, you're kind of forgetting the first game because like counter was desperately trying to get away, got locked in the corner, and like the big play at the end of the first game, or somewhere in the first game, was like trying to teleport out of the counter. There was a big counter hit anti-air 2H. I think that was the end of round 1.
yeah.
So it's like Dogma showing that they are well in tune with anything that Lancelot can throw at them.
That's some good stuff. So Dogma progresses to go meet Kane in what would be winners finals.
If I can find this bracket. There it is.
So I don't know if we're gonna drop down to losers or if we're gonna play the next winners match.
Kind of crazy out here. But whatever we have thrown in front of us, I'd like to take a second and thank everybody for coming and chilling with us today, or chilling with us in the future in the VOD.
Yep.
The easy filler. I saw Dogma there, so I think we're going into winner finals.
All right, so that's gonna be Beelzebub, Grand, unless there's some unexpected changes.
Are you sure it's not Matera?
Let me go check the tapes.
What if though? That would have been great.
Actual mix-up. All right, well, we're gonna see how Dogma plays it. Dogma's not did play the last match out with the fireballs, but that may have been because of the nature of Lancelot. So we might see a little similar kind of concept here because of Beelzebub's anti-fireball moveset.
Right. Like, you trying to tell Grand to throw fireballs at somebody who's sliding in the home plate. You kind of crazy.
Well, maybe you should throw him at the guy who teleports.
I mean, sure, he's not going to teleport. He's just going to dive, right?
Believe in victory.
So yeah, I'm expecting a lot more kind of in-your-face action from Dogma's side. Shots of fireballs. It's kind of set the pace.
Trying to, I believe, get some information, which is an easy thing to say at the beginning, but just like seeing what kind of responses kind of has against him. Jumped over an earlier one and already shown a dive. Hold up. It's that button. It's back.
The classic. So kind of yeah, it's just got swatted a few times by Dogma, but nothing big. But Dogma has the corner, so there's an opportunity at least, but it's still a long road.
Right.
I guess that's one way to go with it.
Get a big confirmed Super Sabaz. Not going to close it out just yet, but is leaving kind of in really a precarious situation.
Yeah, so yeah, at the very least, Dogma's got an interaction to win the game off of. Ooh.
Really?
All right. That's the Super Skybound. That's what they're there for.
Yeah.
Now trying to see what was on the board with Karma, nothing biting. Ooh, okay. I see you, Dogma.
Hand on the trigger finger, ready for the dive. Gets another big confirm. Almost has super as well, but doesn't have a meaty trademark.
I've got counter hit instead.
Woo!
Oh,
You want to talk about counters?
This white grand out of the boot. Yeah, that's some season 1 stuff right there.
China's gonna have to do a little more to live through another season. Able to tag Dogma out of the air again. Not really the most damaging hit, but still able to stay afloat. Get this not for long after being knocked to the deck. Trying to get away.
There we go. Kind of signature right there. Chip damage. Chip.
Right. And that was the thing that was really scary about throwing the DP. Like, sure, you need to, but throwing your EX-DP at that point, it's like, what else do you have in the tank? You're not going to do it again.
Believe in victory.
That is true. That is true.
Engage.
So that's Dogma being the first one on the board.
Both trying to keep the pace slow.
Man, you remember back in the day when that would have been a trip over to the corner?
The express route.
Right.
Was
Something?
What?
Yeah, I was going to say something to note. We have found somebody who was prey to kind of teleports.
Yeah.
Jump to get over the H, but can't really do anything. His Dogma's still in control. Doesn't have the range to stop the teleport. It's kind of just freely able to get out of the corner. Tick throw. One more could take the round. EX flies for some plus frames. Looking for a DP. Nothing there.
Dies on the fireball. Is going to back up. Doesn't want to get into Super Sabat trouble. So if they flinch here, that can be the end of the game.
And here comes Dogma. Throwing kind of back to the ground. Gets a second throw and isn't ready for the super. Snatched off.
That's the beautiful thing about having the command throw super like Beelzebub's, because you can go to a button if they try to stop and bait, they'll get thrown. So that worked out pretty well for Kaina.
Yeah, do it again. Spin the win. Spin the win. Gets a dive as well. Woo! That was so awkward, but it was so good for kind of be waiting, trying to step away from, I guess, a DP like that.
Teleports out of the corner. We've been seeing that quite a bit, like you mentioned.
Right. Aye.
Yeah, nice little counter hit. And,
Yeah.
Yo, Doc was cashing out.
That is the dream hit for a grand right there. Counter hit, close H. Bro, look at that red light.
Indeed.
That's the kind of damage that Guilty Gear players will be quiet about. Ooh. And a side swap.
Yeah, went for the DP at the end. Was hoping that there was something out there, but
Believe in victory. Battle one.
nah, Dogman just got thrown into the casket.
Got to get the dance squad out there.
Oh man.
Let me stop. They're close again. And you're close. You got close for days.
And yeah, Kane is not afraid to put those buttons out there and make you respect those negative frames you're putting out there, because I was getting counter hit off of those boots a lot.
Something that's really been an unsung hero for kinda in this set has been finding the mark with the H. Like, led the way to a couple cloaks here and there, but has just been pretty good at commanding the middle range against Dogma. Challenge. Not gonna let kinda walk in for free. UOs can't really do anything with it. And probably looking for a link, but didn't get the media on it. No DP on the dive, but doesn't need it.
Do you?
You.
Battle two. Engage.
Hey, grand boy, tell them.
Alright, you have to throw it to the corner. Typical grand stuff. There he is. Yeah, there's been no real answer for that teleport, so Kaina has generally not been trapped in the corner for too long, except for some of those in-game.
To be fair, though, we're really seeing that for Dogma to even be able to check that, like, Gran has to be standing far out of his effective range. Like, it has to be like Fireball and H range, where Dogma doesn't really want to stand, so.
That is true. So he's like, you have to give up the corner pressure anyway if you want to stop it. So it's kind of a catch-22. You want to
Right.
probably beat them out of it before it triggers. And there's the EXD. How many times have we seen this corner?
Oh, quite a few, and this one you can easily chalk up to a missed input, but we take those, as Kaina said. Solid punish, and again, was ready for the side swap if it was needed.
Indeed.
A trade that kind of will gladly take. Walks in and gets the back throw. Was looking for the DP. Surprise, there's a 2U instead. Put a dive, making sure Dogma doesn't go so far. And that's the DP we were looking for a little bit early.
Better late than never.
All right. Dogma stepping up, taking a tick throw. A couple of 2Bs to try to see if kind of really eager to get out of the corner. And again, was looking for the dive that time, but kind of waiting a little bit later to go with the EX dive to get out of jail.
Yeah, the timing on the dives and jumps has been eating Dogma up quite a bit.
I feel like kind of got away with that one. Like, Dogma was looking for another 2U from the block. Just out of range, though, but kind of was late to get off.
I gotta answer this time. I got something for you this time.
Boots! Boots, son!
Believe in victory.
Dogma going up one more on the board. All right. Dogma being a little more conservative on those negative frames, and it's paying off.
That time was trying to run in, got swept up. That let kind of out of the corner. And it was good awareness to teleport out of the corner as well. But Dogma is able to stick onto the bull so far. Really?
There it is. I think that's. And I kind of don't blame them for doing it just like generally throughout the. Oh no. Oh no.
Oh, Lord. Oh, yeah, he did. Dogma.
But on the other side, it was just so ready.
Right. Yeah, Dogma is firing on all cylinders right now. Stepping up, trying to see if Kind is going to flinch to the 2Bs. Gets kicked for it. But I don't think that's really going to stop Dogma too much at this point.
Yeah. Dogma has been impressive with some of these Twitch reactions throughout the day.
And you see the adjustment right there. Like, Dogma was already playing at a longer range, looking for the teleport, and kind of saw it. Still went for it, but was just a little too slow on the draw. So the adaptation is that. Whoop.
Nope. Gets a little payoff from the clash.
He's too eager. Let's Kaina out and gets another trade. So this is Kaina in control again. And control just ripped away with an EXDP.
Right, Karma in the throw. Got the corner back. Things are looking pretty good for Kaina here. But it's still anyone's game for sure. Until you get dived on.
Right. And that's one that Kaina's looked for a couple times through the set. I think it's hit it a few times so far, but that was a key one at that point, specifically over the 2U.
Jump over the boot. Now we're trying to work the heels and pull it back to the corner, but teleport the dive says otherwise.
Yeah, I'd like to get a ref to look at the hitbox that pulled Graham from behind, but we know that's how fighting games are.
Indeed.
Dogman's not too worried about it. Two throws. Was looking for a DP, relenting a lot of space for Kaina to get out of the corner. Into nothing. 5B in to sit in the corner.
Got a whiff on the ace, but nothing too bad here.
And Dogma's very narrowly avoiding danger, not on their own accord, but just by the little bit of timing here and there from Kaina. This one though, this is just straight danger.
Yeah, like Dogma been challenging the dives, but maybe they got a little too comfortable and forgot the EX dive was plus.
Believe in victory. Battle 1. Engage.
All right, 2-2.
Game 5? Here we are.
All right, throwing off the Karma. Classic technique, late tech.
I kind of feel like Kaina's just really been able to go through tick throws with Karma. Like, it's been a while since we've seen Dogma have any kind of response to him.
Yeah. Just kind of just like scared of probably the other situation that might happen, so they've been taking the throw. But luckily, Karma's not something that's just always on the table.
Right. Oh. Remind me how short that is again.
I was like, oh. But nonetheless, kind of closes out that round.
Battle 2. Engage.
Not entirely sure what that DP was about, but that is a mistake that Dogma can't leave on the table one more time. Because every time we've seen an errant DP fly off, Kaina's been ready for it.
Alright, diving out of the corner.
I've been away from the anti-air as well. For the TU again, who just went all the way down. You got to do it at some point in time.
That's true. Kind of pretty on the mark with as far as the reversals. Right.
What did he jump throw? Kind of wonder if that was supposed to be a reversal DP or not. Still worked out for Kaina. Diving in far enough away that Kaina can't really do anything about it. Dogma from the backside. Tempest blades, not enough. Keeping really close. Was looking for the chip, but got.
Yeah, that was like the the cinematic did go off, so we still in it. Right, yeah. Oh, yeah. I don't know. There's a lot that well, I guess they could have counter DP, but it was still a sticky situation.
Being in the air, like if there was a reaction to the EX boot coming in, dive away from it.
Yeah, that's true.
But when it's all said and done, we're on match point for both of them. Winner moves to grand.
Yeah, good conversion from the 2U.
You want to talk about good conversions? Let's talk about the ups from Kaina.
Way to get some space.
Yeah, this is the first time we've seen a full-out fireball war between the two of them. Dogma coming in, finding a counter hit from the 2B. UO. It's regular hit, so nothing really doing from it. Kaina's got to be a little careful jumping away from the throws, because like anytime Dogma just like pulls the rug out from. All right.
That was definitely impressive. Too bad the there was a reward that got cut short.
Right.
Definitely impressive.
But I mean, at the end of the day, the big thing was not getting hit with karma, not getting set up for a tick throw. And like by having Kaine in the corner, that just keeps Dogma primed and ready to close out the round, close out the game, close out the set, and move to Grants.
That was very competitive. So good stuff from both players.
And I blinked. What happened? Like, what was that? Like some crazy?
I think he stepped through it. I think they stepped through it. So that's what it looked like to me.
Yeah.
Like, as they were getting pulled, they were in a roll. So.
Oh. I guess you could roll through it, couldn't you?
Yeah. And so I don't know if it was like a reaction, or when the karma came out, they just happened to be rolling. But either way, they rolled with it.
But
I didn't mean that pun, but whatever.
We'll take it. Well, we're gonna take your pun, and we're gonna have to roll on to some ads because it's time to talk about Matcherino, and you got to follow us for this one because Matcherino's looking a little bit different. I know it's been a while, so pretty sure you can still hit !Matcherino in the chat to pull up the links, take you over to the Matcherino page, log in with your favorite social media. But wait, this is the new stuff. All right, I don't know if you've been to Matcherino a while. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
You don't need a code anymore. All you do, I'm pretty sure the link will take you straight to the tournament. If not, you can even look for the tournament. It's not too hard to find. I like it. But go to the tournament page. Over on the right side, there will be a claim coupon button. Click the button. You're good. 50 cents out of thin air from Matcherino, crowdfunded into the pot. If you look on the bottom right hand side, under the claim coupon button, you'll see bunch of sponsor requests lined up, and it'll tell you what to do. Click this and follow something. Click this and retweet something. Check out this page. Check out this video, and it'll create more money to add to the pot. Now, I don't know about this one firsthand. I forgot to check this, but I'm pretty sure it's there somewhere. I'm gonna need this a little bit later. I would be amazed if you could not be generous and donate your own money. I'm pretty sure you can. But I got to give you the step-by-step for that one. Needless to say, Matcherino looking a little bit different, still giving the same benefits to everybody who wants to get down and add to the pot.
Yeah, you gotta remember to put your code in the Matcherino page anymore.
Don't have to have people remember to put the code on the overlays. Don't have to update the codes on the code overlays or in the chat bots or anything like that. It's just click the button.
All right, so it looks like we gonna roll into our next match here. We got the Senpai Spider. That's right.
Senpai Spider.
And Professor Necrotech. So we're going straight into the Material Mirror, the one that we talked about theoretically earlier.
Right. You knew it was gonna happen at some point in time. If you ever want proof that we're in season 2 of ZoneBreakers Online, or I guess season 3 with the long break that we had. If you ever want proof that we're in a new season of ZoneBreakers, just look at the fact that we have Matera mirrors and we haven't seen old boy in who knows how many months. Now, what is this stage? I know this is this new?
I believe so. I think with the Seox, they added a couple 3 stages. Cause I didn't buy any stages, and I noticed there was some new ones.
Oh, it looks nice.
We out here in outer space doing the thing.
It almost, with the red, this kind of throws it off, but it kind of looks like the space stage from Dragon Ball. But it's the solar flare, that's what or the sunrise. Worry about that a little bit. I'm getting far off track. Senpai Spider, nowhere off the track, goes to the sky again with the air shot.
Necrotech finds an out that's gonna take it.
It's an out, but can't run from the long arms of the law. Gunned down by EX Arrow Rain, and that's Senpai Spider taking the first round. I had to look at that one more time because I keep wanting to say Spider Senpai.
Save here. Got the round start. Please operating off the hive mind.
Woo.
Alright.
And the low, empty hop low has the Sabah. Not gonna get to it. but good luck.
All right, we got one opportunity for a Necrotech, but it's still looking pretty bad. Senpai Spider been in pretty strong control of the match.
All right.
I'm going home. Nice.
And is just able to close it out with a casual Hop JA.
Even victory.
All right,
Battle
so
one.
Necrotech gonna roll back in it. And there we go again. Oh, good whip punish from Necrotech.
It was almost looking like a better one from Senpai though.
Haven't had any big conversions yet.
Give it time. You wanted one, there it is. That's a pretty good one. I mean, especially in Matera's terms.
Yeah. Got the corner push with a little awkward situation in the first that roll. Ah.
Yeah, it was far enough. She's safe. She's safe.
Here we are.
Got sniper wars over here.
Enemy at the gate. And that's the second time that Necrotech's able to find the anti-air arrow, but is like too close to get the conversion afterwards. Which has been unfortunate. Because I feel like the damage from both of those would have added up to the round at this point. But still having Senpai alive, both of them with super, Senpai with super survive, they're ever able to find some place to squeeze it out. Well, there's the space.
Yeah. In charge there. I don't know if they were trying to bully their way out with that super and just close it out, but it reversed their fortune.
Mm-mm.
Surely you can do.
Mm-mm.
Battle 2. Engage.
If you tell me that was anything other than a missed input, I have the biggest question mark over my head.
That is probably most likely it there. So, but nonetheless, that was their doom.
Yeah, it's got to be infuriating with the way the games have been, or the way the games have been going so far. Just to have something like that happen when Necrotech was finally getting some headway, but not deterred just yet. Has a big lead here in the second round.
We got meaties, we got brain trap, we got pressure. Necrotech just cruising through the options here, and Senpai Spider just kind of waiting for the chance, but
Down.
worn down in the meantime.
Mood today.
I want to play.
Battle 3.
Never got a chance to.
It's my turn to shoot arrows. All right, Blade Tech coming back in on the frame advantage. Got the corner push. Necrotech is making the story much different than before.
Ooh. I kind of wonder if because that was a counter hit, the hit stop was long enough to wait for the butterfly to get there.
Makes sense.
Ready for the overhead. Wasn't ready for the double though. Just if one's not enough, just go with two.
Senpai Spider taking back that life lead with authority here. Catches the mash.
Yo,
That is it.
I'm going home.
yo. Did you see the link with the 5L? that juicy hitbox is hitting thin air. I mean, I'm pretty sure that's like standard for Matera, but just seeing it right there was like, wait a second. I feel like that shouldn't work like that, but it is what it is.
Oh man. So Senpai Spider coming out on top of the Battle of Materas here. So that sends them to losers finals to play Kaina. So this is a rematch of round 1, in which Kaina won 2-1.
This is a rematch of the very first thing, the very first game, the very first match that we saw to open the broadcast.
Indeed. So Kaina's fought a lot of Materas. I say a lot, but yeah, there's been a lot of rounds with Matera for Kaina, so they're still fresh on that. So we gotta see if Senpai Spider has those Beelzebub adjustments.
I guess. I mean, aside from the joke of Matera, which is still pretty accurate. because like half of Kaina's game so far has been Matera. There's been a lot of characters that can and to some extent have been willing to zone. I mean, the Dogma Grand was a little bit different of a look. One that can't cover the upper angles with like up arrows or an arrow rain, but still represents a full screen presence with a fireball. So I wouldn't be too surprised if Kaina was just really warmed up and ready for like mid-range, long-range responses.
Yeah, that's pretty much my feelings on it too, because we've definitely seen like the way they were playing versus Matera change throughout the day. So
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be Senpai Spider's gonna have to be on notice here, but we'll see.
Senpai Spider was the one of the two that really got like ran over by Kaina.
Yeah.
Believe in victory. Battle 1.
Backing out of space.
Granblue Space Fantasies, okay.
There's a dive. Got the dives and teleport right on the table, which it was slow to come out during their first match on stream. Now we're seeing them like right out of the gate. There's DP.
That's all the utensils, right?
Pretty much.
Harry said that was I imagine that's what Beelzebub does, because that looked like the end of the combo limit. It just looked a little wonky, but you can clearly see the plus range there. I couldn't.
Where it hops in. Tells the teleport. Looking real fresh with those.
Yeah. And I just get the impression that it wasn't on Senpai's mind at all, because there was like no response, no counter hit. So I kind of just have to assume Senpai literally got hit with a cross up at that point.
He was probably expecting a totally different result and didn't have the mind to adjust to what had happened. Here we go. Meaty. We got to throw. They went for another one, but this time.
I respect it. Get a knockdown and go for it again. Yeah.
Late tech dive back in, stay in the corner. That's your home now.
Trade is a trade.
Yeah, there's not a lick of fear in Kaina's play right now.
No. Located in a lot of people formerly known as in there.
All right.
Counter hit.
But even then, Senpai's, well, I was about to say like Senpai got out of the corner, but making the most of it. Oh no!
I'm still in it, but just scraped across the face with a 5H.
Battle 2.
They never see it coming.
Nah. And that was when Senpai was starting to get a little bit of steam, and kind of just quite literally ripped the sails in half at that point. Gets an anti-air on the hop, steps out with a teleport. Not really looking to pursue, but just wants a little more room to work with. Dive is off the mark, and I feel like that's the first time, the first dive that hasn't made contact at all this entire set.
Yeah, I think so too. All right, so Senpai Spider trying to work it back. Got the life lead. About to have the pressure after the combo reset.
It's a pretty mix up, but not enough to finish his jet. DP leads to a teleport, gets a counter hit on the other side. 2B, there was nothing behind the first one, but the second one he gets a space in an arrow rain to peel Kaina out of the sky. Round 3.
Jumps, trying to gauge the situation. Taking advantage of those plus range with the EX dive. Not gonna stuff the karma.
I don't know about the teleport.
Yeah, well, that one worked out.
Oh yeah.
Oh no, caught the throw.
Yeah, and put like all the noise in front of it to really spook Senpai into getting hit. Trying to find any kind of movement with the A's, nothing doing just yet. Senpai finds some space with a 2B, EX arrow to get a knockdown, but yeah, there's no more arrows right now, so really hard to get anything established. Teleport and dive, package him the 2-for-1 deal.
Another one on the 4 for Canada. Yeah, it's like Senpai Spider's like, I gotta get the lead back. I gotta fight from above, but most of my moveset can just get dived on.
Yeah. The things that really can't are the things that you're shooting in the air, so you're hoping Beelzebub's going to be there in the first place. And yeah, unless you got like the sharpest reactions, not really something to just sling out there on the table. So
Believe in victory.
it's adding up to be a hard day in the office for Matera so far.
Right. Not flinching from the screen control. Just taking it easy. Find the opportunity, and it's like anti-air 5H.
Can't close the distance though. Senpai's willing to throw the 2B out to get the first knockdown. Gets the second one as Kaine's trying to approach. And is looking to be in pretty good control. Gave it away for the slide, but no harm really done at that point.
Let's charge with the flies in the face. Alright. So
Yeah, I really feel like Senpai was trying really hard to enforce that. So the mix-up that's been happening from the hop is a Senpai going for the JM, I believe, which is the double hit, and then occasionally going for JA into a landing 2A, right? Either a double overhead or a high low. And like it looked like a really sharp reaction to seeing Kana block the JM to immediately turn around and look for a JA 2A.
we're back in the regular scene.
Kana's not looking for throws anymore, though. Woo!
Got DP on both sides.
Gonna need another one of those to stop Senpai, though. Double overhead. Just empty low that time. Wasn't really sold so well, so Kana was ready for it.
And yeah, Senpai Spider's been checking the teleport very well this game.
Right?
Pushed on over armor.
Not quite the strongest combo, so can't close it out just yet. Ooh. So I saw a pump before the fly, so I could only assume that that was supposed to be a super.
That would make
Believe in
sense.
victory. Battle 1.
Yeah, I don't know the inputs well enough to know if that was like the command throw direction, but a diagonal was missed.
Alright, oh, got sniped out of the dive. I feel like we have not really seen that.
No, that's a scary thing for Matera to do unless she's just confident or really sharp.
Oh, okay.
I bet you didn't know girl had footwork like that. Acrobatic.
Got the corner, we got the life lead, we got the pressure going. Everything's looking real good for Senpai Spider right now.
Let's spice things up.
Yes, butterflies again. And I think I saw some hands out there getting slapped down. There's a button on the least. Nonetheless, at least. She's safe. Senpai is woke. Going for another EX shot again, air shot.
Yeah, I feel like the dynamic has definitely changed now that the dive and teleports have been, like, at least are being addressed. But it's still on the table, but Janus definitely had to adjust more towards Spider Senpai's pace.
case in point. Senpai was not falling prey to the reset. Slap that away. Gets another conversion. Butterflies and baits the DP. Doesn't have enough to close it out just yet, but the double overhead. Kana wasn't ready to stand up for the tool piece. That's gonna be Senpai taking the game.
2-2. About to see a 3-2 losers finals.
Believe in victory. Battle 1. Engage.
Here we go.
Slide has been doing a lot of work actually in these last few games.
Right.
And there's the teleport punish again. So it's not, I won't say it's off the table, but obviously, you know, Kane is gonna have to spread those options a little bit more.
Right. More so than what's been happening a little bit lately. Empty hop low with the cover of the butterfly. Gonna be looking for a reset. There it is, EX butterfly. Any hit will close this out probably. Ooh.
Yep, you're right.
I didn't even believe it at that point, but yo, Senpai.
Hey man, you the one that said you're always right. Always accurate.
Yeah, never been wrong. You can't prove it. Shoots the arrow for a feint.
All right, yeah, that awkward situation where both players weren't ready, I think, and then,
right.
well, at least Senpai was probably waiting for the DP, but got the throw. Kind of trying to fight back, trying to figure out what do I do here. Go EX dive, and since Senpai's not really biting on the frame trap from the dive, it just felt like kind of wasn't sure where to take it, but we got a big hit there.
So that was a big hit, but at what cost? It was literally all the cooldowns for that. Not really the worst, as Senpai didn't make the most of it, but yeah, it was kind of scary for a second. Senpai able to get a conversion into the Super Sabai. And yeah.
It was almost anticlimactic in a way.
Be like that sometimes. It's blew the load, which wasn't like the immediate end, but really allowed Senpai to step back and reestablish the space they wanted to be in. Like, what threat was coming at that point? You're not diving. The only thing that could possibly cross your mind is teleport, and that's been getting checked quite a few times. So,
yep. So that was a really hotly contested losers finals there. Good stuff from both players, but Senpai Spider makes it to grands, but we're gonna roll through this Matcherino one more time. So you press ! Matcherino in the chat, and it will bring up the links that you use. And as we stated before, and if you weren't here, there is now a button that is on the Matcherino page where you could just consume the coupon. You don't have to use any code, no copy and paste. So you just log in, press that button, and then there below those buttons you got your sponsor quest. So it's easier and more streamlined than ever. So go ahead and if you got the time, go ahead and hit that link. Consume one of them coupons. Throw 50 cents in the pot. And if you're generous enough, you can donate any of your own money. But there's sponsor quests to bolster that coupon. So we would really appreciate it if you do. But nonetheless, thank you for tuning into the stream, supporting the tournament, and that's pretty much all I got to say on that.
thanks for coming and hanging with us on a cozy, comfy Saturday afternoon, or whenever you turn the VOD on in the future.
So we're gonna have Senpai Spider coming in from the losers to take on
Crazy dog.
the old Crazy Dogma. So we're gonna have quite a ride, because Senpai Spider lost they lost the first match, right?
The very first match.
Yeah, they lost the very first match, and here they are at grand finals.
Took some long travels down the road of alternative success. Made it from round one of losers all the way through the finals. Climbed back up to the surface and has to try to take 2 sets away from Crazy Dog. Going back in space one more time. Here we go.
Dogma trying to play the fireball war with Matera, and that's not been working out. But hey, just coming in from the top rope.
That was a well-timed jump just to get the space. Backed up and looked for the anti-air, but it's not a counter hit, so all Dogma can really do is reposition, which has been working out pretty well. Gets a big conversion into the Tempest Blade. Not enough, but not leaving Senpai at a good spot at all.
Not at all. And the counter hit 2B confirm is all it took. So that's just an old-fashioned corner bully.
I do feel like Dogma got away with a little bit at the end, using all the cooldowns, but something that have to be really sharp to catch in a situation like that.
Yeah, that's true. I was baiting the anti-air, but Dogma didn't flinch.
Right?
Right. Yeah, it's 2B coming in. Have to confirm. Is that it?
Yeah. The crazy Dogma. I mean, this is a bulldog.
Yeah, it's just like scouting in mid-range and then coming in on the top rope or finding the 2U to get in and then not letting go. And there's the fireball, and there's that opportunity, you know, to knock down and chase. But luckily, Senpai Spider found an opportunity to press out.
Right. Dogma far too overzealous, going all the way down the slash string. We get to 2U. Aye!
And out the throw.
Right.
Reward.
Missed.
Count it. You think they missed the super?
No, they missed the first full confirm. Like, dropped the combo in between. Finding the 2B afterward, like, erases that mistake.
Indeed. Oh, just booted out of the hop. Alright, push back in the arrow range. Just rolls back in. And the dog was like, I'm coming in. And it's just putting the burden on Senpai Spider to constantly stop it. Oh yeah, that reward is very low for that one.
Right.
So, you can't deter the crazy dogma like this.
So much is left on the table. Didn't even find a way to swap sides, which I imagine is pretty hard for Matera, but gets this one though. Isn't enough to put the dog down in this round just yet.
Nah, the dog is still there.
All right.
Oh no! Oh, whoa!
Wait a minute.
Battle 3.
I mean, even with Dogma going down, that's a little bit of a confidence boost at that point. 'Cause, that was a crazy shot, and it found the mark somehow.
It did. And all it really took in that situation would have been a Dogma pressing that button just a few frames earlier.
Right.
But nonetheless, Senpai Spider found it out of that mess. And the conversions, pretty good.
Had to run your mouth. The 2B after the B fireball. There was too much space. Senpai wasn't liking it.
All right, all the cooldowns are on the table now for Matera, pretty much. But nonetheless, still taking control, keeping control of the match, I should say.
Yeah. Pretty nifty one that she has. Long range 5B.
Already down for the count?
Yeah, I feel like that round really got blown open by the anti-air 3C, the anti-air up arrow. And it wasn't a counter hit, but it was finally the space that Senpai was looking for to get that conversion. Oh,
Fireball trade, keeping Matera in the corner, but we found the side switch.
quite an important one as well. Able to skirt away from Grand 2H, but here comes Crazy Dogma. Tick throw for the second one. Looking for a throw tech. Found something down here. Matera out there flashing, and she's going to be bleeding out on the ground.
Not really in the mood.
2B counter hit is ripping Senpai Spider apart.
Yeah. We're going to round 2.
Oh, I think Dogma had in mind anti-air, but it's not. It's a little too late.
Yeah, Dogma has been pretty sharp looking for the anti-airs. Was probably hoping for the autocorrect at that point for the 2U. Doesn't get it. But yeah, Dogma has like taken a lot of shots at Matera in the sky throughout this set. Not really with the highest percent of success. but it's just showing a really sharp reaction.
I think that's it.
Yeah.
It's these small mistakes at the end where Senpai Spider's getting caught by the CV counter hit. In this case, the super. I won't say mistakes, but the decisions tend to work out towards Dogma here, and Dogma's always got the punish ready.
Battle 1. Engage.
That being
There it
said,
is.
Dogma's on tournament point and finds the big 2H, the one we're both so happy about to start things off. Doesn't really have anything behind the counter hit 2B, but is still in hot pursuit. Gets the 2U, throws Senpai over into the corner. If that close H would have hit, that would have been the end of the round, guaranteed.
Senpai Spider fouls like a thread to just run out of the corner, but it doesn't really. Again, it doesn't stop Dogma. Dogma's like is playing really heavily on the risk reward and is willing to get hit by a lot of stuff just to get in and beat Gran.
Right? It's not even looking to relent and allow Senpai to sit and try to come to them. Senpai still does. Finds a good conversion into the Super Sabah. Not going to be enough to take him out. Takes the lead though. So Senpai wants to try to play this defense one more time. Could look to do so.
Yeah, that Zony's looking real good now.
Right? He gives up the EX arrow range. EX butterflies as well. Still has arrows, high arrows. Throws those too.
Ah, there we go. We've been seeing FRB Annie here a lot, and it's been doing its job.
I'm kind of surprised at this point that Dogma hasn't tried to challenge that specifically with a JH.
Yeah. I guess it's like a lot, mostly just empty jumping, trying to get above arrows and stuff, and just kind of scouting. It's not really thinking about that. But there's the 2U again.
You want to talk about reruns? How about our favorite button, 2B? Big counter hit down to the Tempest Blade. Took well over half the life. Tech to stay alive. But that's the second time that's happened to Dogma, or at least the second time. For the anti-air against the hop, but just isn't in the right spacing or a little too slow, however you want to analyze it. And that's at a crucial time because Senpai has thrown up the deuces, is on the other side of the screen.
Ah, there was that RB. It got baited, but it was like an awkward situation. And the EX arrow takes it.
Already down for the count.
2-2.
Believe in victory.
That's Spider trying to overthrow that that winner's bracket.
Trying to dish out the L's.
Indeed. This is only. So the cooldowns are there, and you see the aggression come out from Dogma, but Senpai Spider was ready. Base cross up for that repositioning.
Dogma hasn't been able to find an anti-air against the hop in a while. He's either been getting stuffed and counter hit for being too slow, or a couple of times been just like too slow and too shallow. Finds one there, but is too deep to get it confirmed from the wall bounce. Senpai gets up, mashes 5A, doesn't want anything to do with UO. To you, but that's too deep.
And you haven't really seen it that often, so I mean, it probably may have caught Dogma out of surprise, but in this case it didn't. And Dogma's not generally one to let punishes go.
Yeah, if anything, it did catch Dogma by surprise, and that was the punish they chose. That sounded like a joke in my mind. Don't worry about it.
Not worried. There's 2H. I guess there was no confidence there to convert that, but nonetheless, we still got the position.
All right.
And I like how Dogma just like always stays out of the range of the arrow range, and then wait for the cooldown. Like it's real subtle, but it's a big reason why Senpai Spiders are struggling to keep them under control.
Another JM on the way in. Empty low. Dogma's ready for it, but still under assault in the corner. Senpai's going to fade away. Coming again. 3 times with the double overhead. Can't find it, but gets the air shot. Yeah, overhead air. That was UO. That is her UO.
Uh-oh. Jump A, counter hit. Got the corner, and this is where Dogma's been shining, but Spider's not gonna go down either. There we go again.
All right.
Just recalibrating with that cross-up jump H though. He's still good.
And I wouldn't be surprised if Dogma waited a second and caught the float on the other side, but Senpai is able to skirt away from now. Empty hop throw. Both of them have super.
That could have been a disastrous jump in for Senpai Spider.
Right.
I got to throw on the roll.
And I kind of feel like Dogma's getting a little flustered seeing rolls like that. Too slow again. Is this it?
I don't think that's it, but it's gonna be close. Oh, that might be it actually.
It is.
All right, so we got a reset bracket.
Come play with me again, okay?
Dug that one out of the bottom of the barrel. Jeez.
Already down for the count?
Because, yeah, if that didn't close the round out,
If you ever wanna play.
do you want to talk about anybody's game? Matera under half health.
Anytime you're in the
Grand
mood.
still existing.
Yeah. Some good stuff from Senpai Spider to turn that around, and we got our bracket reset now. So looks like Dogma. Somebody's doing some thinking right now.
Right? Both of them probably put the sticks down, just grabbing a bottle of water. Like,
Believe in victory.
they got hurt.
Battle 1. Engage.
Hey, starting out with some fireballs only, got the 2B on deck. So Dogma's like, I'm gonna just turn up the aggression.
Okay. It was all part of the plan.
Yeah, Dogma's playing looks like it's definitely about speeding up. Oh, another big counter hit.
So that's
Because I think what you noticed in like the last couple of games where Dogma was like being really, I wouldn't say passive, but was trying to bait a lot with the arrows and stuff. And then, Senpai Spider was not biting, and now they're just going in for the kill.
Pretty good way to describe a close counter hit H. And it would be a shame if another one found the mark here, but Senpai getting a knockdown and waiting for the DP as well. EXDP, so it's the green light to go in.
Punch on the roll there.
Woo! Got the jump too. Doesn't get the best of conversions from the super, but I mean, this is a spot Matera likes to be in.
So unless there's a big counter hit from Grand's side, things are looking pretty good.
And I'm not surprised that there were no buttons at all. Senpai is just trying to walk away, get swept with a 2U.
Trying to walk away.
How could I?
Trying to walk away already.
Yeah, try to walk away. The ankle's ripped out from under. 2 throws to close it out.
Victory. Battle 1. Engage.
And guess who's back? The big counter hit 2 H's.
All right. Yeah, you seeing Dogma being a lot more aware of those Matera 2Bs now.
Uh-oh.
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 This is usually how it is.
Down.
Yeah.
Not really in the mood today.
Senpai Spider is definitely one to challenge in those reset situations, and it's been killing them a lot.
Yeah. And that really had to boost up Dogma's self-esteem. Stepping in again. Doesn't let the boot go from the record, but still, with the stagger from that, is able to stick on top. Gets another counter hit. Now, is this close enough for the... I was going to say close enough for the super, but didn't even go for it.
I think it got it like right at the end and wasn't sure.
Well, that was after the DP.
Ah, yeah.
So, I also kind of wonder if the DP was supposed to be a fireball by any chance, but either way, like, it's an opportunity that was wasted, and one that can allow Senpai to get back in the match. Fairly close. Both of them have Super Sabah. Any hit could do it. EX Fireball. Ooh, but the H gets shut down. You know, I feel like every time we've seen Dogma go for the 5H, there's a flashing grand shortly afterwards.
I say out of all the MVP buttons, that's probably not one of them.
You ever want to vote for LVP?
Try to take Dogma by surprise, but those Twitch reactions are pretty good.
Found the right time to press back against Dogma, get some space. So here goes Dogma again. Just a long range conversion. Has the super for this. It's more than enough.
How could I lose?
It's 2-0.
But we've seen Dogma in a similar situation before, had 2 games, couldn't close out the first set. This is set 2. Is this a new Destiny?
Good blocks from Dogmas in, got the boots. My spider, it's all too familiar story of how do I get out of the corner?
With the help of some butterflies and some arrows, got some space. Takes the 5L from the clash. Another knockdown with the EX arrows.
Yep. Dogma tried to press the issue and ran to the last butterfly.
Ooh,
That's an interesting trade.
right, traded with the low arrow, I believe that was it. Yeah, it was the low arrow. And then a 3C just to pick Dogma out of the airs. This was a very good round for Senpai.
Yeah, just kind of seeing that line of, you know, aggression and just like mindlessly trying to barrel in.
High arrow straight through the butterfly. There's some moves to get away, but there's the chance that Dogma needs counter hit to you to start us off. Gotta try to hold on to Senpai, trying to kick him out. Counter hit JU in the air. This is the big one.
We got a big damage burst, big burst damage on Matera. Now we're in the corner in the immediate attacks.
And you see Senpai holding down back for dear life.
Lost too many rounds to the 2B challenge.
Right. And I think that also was kind of or the fact that it didn't happen was kind of coached by the fact that Dogma stepped back in the 5U range, like trying to work around it specifically. Good block on the UO as Senpai trying to fade away. Comes in with a hop M. Gonna go for the Super Sabah. I don't think it's gonna be enough. I wanted to say pretty sure. I'm not pretty sure. I don't think it's gonna be enough.
They're still pretty much even. Oh. Dog was like, no way. I don't know what's happening here, but it... Oh, man.
Didn't win.
Already down for the
Dog just kind of seems in control, but in like in a really critical moment, you can almost like sniff it out.
All right. And it's like you really can't even say it's the worst. Only because like it's not like Dogma's just blasting off all the time with DP. Sure, there's some. I want to say there's some missed inputs, but there's a lot of times that Dogma's sitting here playing defense in these scenarios. Some people would call me crazy after what we just saw, but
You see it when Matera sets up the butterflies, and then you know they probably don't want to deal with what comes next.
bruh,
Usually, oh wow.
bruh. Did you see how that started though?
I actually missed it. It was too fast. What was that? What was it?
Coming out of I think either off the back or coming from some kind of recovery frame. Reversal. Basically, I look like a fool right now.
All right, we about to jump in, and let's say Dog can literally win the tournament right now, because that's what the story's been. But nah, Senpai Spider, he got out. That second jump to get away from Annie.
He hop low, but doesn't get it confirmed from it. JU that's blocked and just jumps away from the arrow range. Doesn't get hit afterwards, but gets out of the corner. But a JA cross up.
It was funny. It feels like Dog's reactions just working against him so
Right.
much because the jump ins will have awkward angles and spacings, and so like their natural,
looks like
you know, habit of pressing the 2H is being killed in a lot of places.
All right. Like I wonder how much different this would look if instead of J8 this was like the skill button DP. You see Dogma.
Big anyway.
Yeah. Like, I get the impression that those charges were looking for arrow range and like calling those out specifically. Could have been a lot worse, but it's panned out for Dogma so far. It was ready for the empty hop low, able to put Senpai back in the corner. But the fireball is not good enough to stop the EX area.
More piano here. Got a nice little conversion. Looking pretty even on life here.
Gets a block on the UO and a chase for the trade. It's the trade that Senpai really needed at that point. Because if Dogma would have got back to the ground cleaning on that, that would have been the end of this.
Yeah, Dogma pressed and Senpai Spider was ready.
Sharp shooter.
Already down for the count?
Believe in victory.
Always gotta be ready to scout out those moments when the player loses their patience and just wants in.
Hey, but guess what? Guess where we are? Oh, guess where we're at again.
Yeah, we back at 2-2. It's looking like a very familiar story from last time.
All right. Senpai pushing in. Not really able to catch Dogma, who was up backing or just jumping away in that. Yo, footsie. Literal footsie.
You just see Senpai Spider's like confidence right now.
All right. Gotta be careful though. Especially getting close to the wall. Uses a well-timed slide to get some space. And you know, I think that little sequence says a lot of how much everything has changed. Because even though Dogma went down, did you see how many times that Senpai was hopping at Dogma and there was no for an anti-air? Finally trying one at the beginning of round 2, was too slow, got counter hit again.
Yeah, it feels like the confidence reaction just got shot, so just kind of trying to wait it out. And then once Senpai Spider kind of noticed that, it just went ham.
Now I like. Yeah, I was gonna say, my bad. I like what Dogma did there. Like, stood up in Senpai's face and got a flinch. But not really much was done outside of the initial combo, which was a good combo, but with Senpai on the prowl again.
There's a 2H. But not the conversion they probably wanted. Yeah, misses that anti-air. Put them in a very difficult position. Right now, it's life lead. We got the spacing, so Senpai Spider's pretty set to win this tournament. It didn't go well.
Can't wait too long, because if those butterflies come back up, good luck. Arrow range is buying a little bit more time. We've seen this before. Does it hit? It doesn't?
But it gave at least an opportunity, but the hop put that to bed.
Put it to bed, turned out the lights.
Was I just too cute?
I actually missed the part of like pulled up the sheets too. But
Already down for the count?
that is the end of ZoneBreakers Online 30. You want to wrap this up? Wrap it up.
Pretty much. We got 3 2s and winners, losers, and grades.
Hey.
So yeah, good stuff for everybody. So that means Senpai Spider's our winner, followed by Crazy Dogma in second place, and then third we got Kana. So that's 3 newcomers in top 3.
Yeah. New blood looking strong out there.
Indeed.
I guess that means we gotta keep Granblue around, right, producer? Yeah, okay. What
Yeah,
that means-
no worries. Granblue's not going anywhere. Granblue's not going anywhere.
Hi.
What's up?
Well, you're here now, so sounds like you're walking us out.
Sure, I'm more than happy to. Anyways, that's going to wrap it up for Granblue versus here. Don't go too far, though, because in just a couple of minutes, we will be starting with Blaze Blue Cross Tag Battle. We got about a 7 to 8 man bracket right now for that game with a lot of heavy hitters. So it's going to be a very interesting tournament. So definitely, once again, if you guys want to, both match arena links are up in the chat right now as well. So you guys can go there, log in with your social medias and stuff like that, and hit that claim code button to add some free money to the pot for both of these games, man. All these players out here setting aside some time on their Saturday to come here and deal with the late base netcode and play this game that they want to support, man. So definitely shows them some love if you guys can. Anyways, that's going to be it for now, but we will be back shortly, so don't go too far. We'll be back momentarily, y'all.